Hey everyone, Jim T. Graham with RC Groups, here to do something completely different. I literally had this idea, I couldn't have been 3 minutes ago. It popped in my head and I thought, man, that's a good idea. Now I've had many good ideas like this. Once again, I never know where to look when I'm doing these videos. Once I was mowing the lawn and I had the idea that I should write a column for the AMA magazine. I stopped the mower, picked up the phone, and then for the next 15 years or so, I wrote articles for the AMA. So I've learned that if an idea pops in your head, it's probably a good one, and you should at least attempt it. So we're attempting this. Will this video leave the office? I don't know. Here's another thing. Well, let's talk about the concept of what we're about to do here to see if you want to stay much longer. This is going to be an episode called Cruising RC with Jim T. And what I'm going to do is what I do by myself more than a few times a day. I go in RC groups and I cruise around the site. Now, when I do this, I learn a lot of things. I learn, like, I see blog posts. I see people doing reviews on things. I see all kinds of stuff. And then sometimes I turn these into articles. Sometimes I think that would be a good article, but I can't figure out exactly how to do it. Sometimes I find stuff that's so old that I couldn't feature it because somebody would say, why are you showing us stuff from 5 years ago? So anyway, that's the concept. I'm going to jump on RC groups and do that. Another thing I want to say is that at the end of the year, I got this screen here. Look, that's pretty cool. So that I could have a background behind me that was not an embarrassing amount of guitars. And I have some guys I play guitar with, and they're all like in their 20s. And I think the question they have is, how do you get this many guitars? It's easy. You just live a long time, knock on wood, and you keep buying guitars because you have a serious guitar problem. But like with RC, there's worse problems to have, right? So I put the screen up and we're revealing the guitars. If you ever want, and that would be weird for an RC channel, we are radio control airplane channel, site, destination. But if somebody wants to know about these guitars, I would be happy to somehow figure out how to do a tour. Just because, like, let's see, that guitar belonged to my grandmother's preacher. That guitar is from 1962. It's a Gibson. There's guitars that I built, like this guitar. I 50% built that guitar. I built that guitar. So there's a lot of interesting things going on. But without further ado, let's jump into the concept here. Let's cruise RC with Jim T. What would be a better way to do this? Let's see. This might be a better way to do it. All right. So I probably am going to zoom this in a little bit. There we go. We have a full screen concept. RC groups. Let's go to a blog. I saw this morning before I had the idea. And I am going to reach out to this guy. Now, I don't think he's in America. His name is Lion McLionhead, I think. There's Hubba Bubba. That's a great name. Let's see if I can find him. I swear. There it is. Lion McLionhead. So we'll go to this blog post right here. Lion McLionhead. Here's the thing. I can't figure out what the heck he's doing. Alto Palto. So he's in Allo Palto. Allo Palto? Okay. Let's just click. I'm going to turn that down in case it's copyright. I'm sure it's not. I'm sure that's a YouTube thing. So what is happening? The thing that I find interesting is he posts videos almost every day. And it's like this. So let's fast forward. You know what this reminds me of is when I don't want to walk outside because it's 10 degrees and I go and exercise on a treadmill and they have a path that you can follow on the video. And that is this. This guy could sell these things. So basically this is just, I guess, him walking. So let's go back to, what's the post about? So the Nathan was either completely sealed or sodium bicarbonate pressurized it too much and it drained into the truck. It might come undone from the night bashing. See, here's the thing. I don't know what he's talking about. And this is what I want to interview him over. What are you talking about? So let's go to Lion Lionhead's page and just take a look at some of the stuff he does or posts. Instability in the piezo buzzers has been frustrating. The last one gradually lost low frequency. Okay. The truth about multiband GNSS. And let's go back. So now we're talking about lipos. But I think most of all of this involves his wagon, which we'll get to, and then we'll jump to a new topic. Where is the wagon? Okay, so he in this video is pulling a wagon, but he's not in the video. Wait, I just saw him. Yeah. Okay, here he is, and you can see the tether pulling the wagon behind him that's shooting the video, right? Now, next, I want you to see the wagon. I just want to see the wagon, and then we'll jump and we'll find something else. Wait, am I off him? I'm totally off him. Okay, let's go back. Oh, well, dang. We completely left him. Anyway, we will check back in with Lion McLionhead and see what is going on the next episode. Basically, let's go back in. Basically, he has a wagon. Okay, now we're on his page and we can just scroll through. He has a wagon full of this gear and he pulls it everywhere he goes, wherever he lives. Okay, now he's on a bicycle. Now that's the video we were watching. And now he's running on the bridge. So he must be in California. There it is. Okay. This is the wagon decorated for Christmas with reindeer antlers. So this is the thing that's shooting the video. And this is the thing he's continually working on and tweaking. So it has a light. Oh, it has a red nose like a reindeer. I gotcha. Oh, is that a phone on the front? Is that how he's shooting the video? I don't know. Anyway, I see these things pop up every day and I'm always like, what is going on here? 3 pounds of food on the front tires didn't cause as much squishing as expected. So these are no air tires. And it just goes on and on and on. Well, here, let's watch this and we'll get out of here on this one. So he is zip tying on what? Oh, decoration. So these are the reindeer ears. All right. All right. We're off of this topic. We'll go back home. I'm McLionhead. I'm going to reach out to you and see if you want to do a full interview on what the heck is going on here. This is not the RC News, by the way. The RC News is when I go and we talk about all the things I thought were cool and created feature articles on. So that's more me related than we related. So what can we do now? Let's go into radios or batteries and chargers. Well, let's go here. This is I'm curious how long I'll be able to do this, like how many episodes, because like this thread, I always want to talk about it. What did you do in RC today? Before we click on it, let's look at this. It was started in 2016 and it's had 5 million plus or 5.5 million plus views. And let's go to let's do this. Let's go to the first page and just see the first post. And then we'll go to the last page. What did you do in RC today? They edited it, so I don't know. But it's a Bossa or Carbon's reporting in on what he did. And people are then commenting on that. And so basically people are reporting in on what they did. Now let's fast forward to 5.5 million views. And Oxtonic, Del Cheek. And it's just a repository of videos and posts of what people are up to in the hobby, which is awesome. This is a remarkable thread. Okay. So this is kind of that is the purest form of cruising RC with Jim T. Batteries and chargers. I go here to see if there's something new occurring. Let's try to. My wife is like, in real life, she'll be like, there can be, look at the light. There can be dead air in real life, Jim. But on the video or a podcast, there can be no dead air. Battery charger recommendations. I guess the concept here is I find some interesting things and we jump in and take a look. Server power, FMA. Why did all 8 of my batteries die after a few times use? Okay, I think I don't need to read all this. You use these batteries a few times and they died. So let's see what everyone says. You are over discharging the batteries. You don't want to use more than 80% of usable capacity. 3.7 has always been a rule to me. I am very bad, me personally, with batteries. I do get lucky sometimes with some packs and very unlucky with others. So this guy is smoking packs by over discharging. So if you could take away one thing from the channel today, I think that would be a good one. Let's go to page 2 and then we're going to jump out of battery chargers. Oh, HRB premium batteries. I know what that's going to say. Uh-oh. I got my mother calling me here. I'd put her on, but that probably would not, that's not good. I'm sure she wants to know how something works. Radios, look at this. There's 1,100 people in this section. FR Sky, 2 million views. Radio Master, 8,000. I'm just looking for a good topic. You know, maybe this isn't how this show should work. Maybe I should find it and edit it and then hand it out. Maybe this would drive you crazy. Fairly new to RC stuff. I find that interesting. Hello, good people. This is my first posting, so please go easy on me. Looking at acquiring a Radio Master TX16S, asking questions. And basically, then he's relying on our users and fellow members to just give him information. And anyway, if you have any information for that guy, because it looks like he needs some more, jump in that thread in the transmitter section. What else could we do here? We could go to more and go to Forum Spy. This is one way to look at threads. This shows you threads as they're being created on the site. Whenever I show this to people, they're like, wait, what? So we have RC radio equipment listing, Skylark and Micro Ready to Fly. Okay, 3D printed, need an alternative to LWPLA. If you don't know, 3D printed planes is a huge topic all of a sudden. Not all of a sudden, it's steadily grown over the years. And PCBWay is a sponsor. Look at me. I just want to thank them for sponsoring this section. And people are printing these planes. So here's this post that just popped up. The surface of both ABS materials I mentioned are much better than LW. Tape and decals will stick to either. So that's something to think about when you print. Can you paint it? Can you stick decals on it? And then just tons of input. I print planes out of ABS for reasons you state. I'm in San Antonio. I left a plane in the trunk of my car. This is a great point. Anything 3D printed, I feel, can melt at any moment. Sorry about the mic movement. After leaving it sit in the sun for 4 hours in July with no ill effects. That's remarkable. I would fully expect anything 3D printed in my car to melt. Surface temp got to 140, if memory serves me right. I haven't had any luck with low warp. All right. I've tried many times to print thin wall with ABS and no luck. It either warps or the layer adhesion is awful. So basically, it's people supporting people, and this is how you push things forward. I remember back when foam airplanes were a whole new concept of building your own foamies at the house. Where do you buy the foam? How do you paint the foam? What glue can I use on the foam? Well, now we're here with 3D. I wonder how much longer I could have gone on with that line of thought. I also print on a 100cc bed with a flow modifier at 97. So it's right up in RCer's mindset, you know, really getting granular and settings and materials and then working with others on how to do it. And before the internet, all you had was that one guy at the field who was really knowledgeable. But now you have the world of information, which I'm sure would make everything grow much faster. All right, back to the SPY. General RC discussion. What did you do in RC today? This would be not the worst way to do this. My village upwear made the news. Oh, that's LTUP. LTUP, it's a place where you talk about politics. My question, what's the point? I don't want to talk about politics, so we're never going to go there. Batteries and chargers, 2S and 3S LiPos. Oh, these are for sale. I'm sure you've been to the classifieds. Remarkably popular. It is one of the main destinations on the site for many people. And I had a buddy call the other day, and he had just bought a plane from like 2013 and needed floats, and they weren't normal. I was like, sure, but they weren't. They were made just for that plane. And I went into the classifieds and found the floats. Unbelievable. I mean, that's the power of our classifieds. I am kind of promoting here the site, but I'm just saying what I think. Here's something interesting and not unusual. That shirt you're looking at right there, I have it on. Look. They know who I am. They know what I'm wearing. And now they're showing me my own shirt. Well, an iteration of my own shirt right there. Here's some new stuff I just put up, and I'll have an email going out on Flying Giants today. In fact, I should be doing that right now. But like I said, I had this idea, and here we are. Electric Plane Talk, a main destination, I think, for a lot of people. So this is where I post my news, which just went up last Friday. And if there are new airplanes that are electric pop up, you'll find them here. A lot of these threads are insane, like the Durafly Tundra, 2 million views. Spectrum thread, 437,000. Lots of 577,000 on the Hobby Eagle. And it's unbelievable, really, if you think about the amount of discussion on these planes in one place. So let's do this. This will be fun. It's something I do. I'll share with you. Let's go to replies and views. We're going to just click on it, and this will show you the most views ever, and that is on the Durafly Tundra thread. So we'll go to the first page. Have been watching. So this is the original. Yeah, 2015. Hey, a video. Let's watch it.
Okay, welcome to Joe Knoll 2015 and another Joe Knoll exclusive. We've still got a few more days to go, so that means I have time to tell you about this. This, believe it or not, is the next Durafly release, or coming soon Durafly release. It's called the Tundra. I don't know if you can see that there. The reason I'm holding this card up and not the model, accidents do happen, and this time it happened to me.
What?
Nasty little mid-air, but we'll say no more. But I can show you some footage of it right now.
Okay.
There you see it on floats, and with those big boonie tires, it will have floats, it will have those big tires. It will also have optional skis,
Did
candy
he say
drop,
big
and
booty
a mountain
tires?
point. If you like bush
Are those
planes,
eggs?
and I know many of you probably do, like I do, then you will love the Durafly Tundra. That's coming out mid-summer. Look out for that. It's a blast.
Let me say something. Let me click off this thing. So Stuart is somebody I talk to at Hobby King all the time. We do interviews and talk to each other at events. But this airplane has got to go down in history as his biggest success, I think. And he crashed it.
Tundra to come. I'll leave you another clip of it, and I'll see you for the next Joe Knoll exclusive.
Wow. Well, I love it. I love this video. That music makes me want to think about something. I don't know what. Okay, let's go to the last page. Hey, this is good. I love this. This makes me think of something that I'm going to go try to do. How would I do that? I could do it in another window and then drag it over here, maybe. Or I could do a search. Yeah, I'll do a search. So here are it's 2024. Let's see if we're all the way into 2025. Whoop. Hold on. Today, John VH. 10-year-old Prime in my V3. That's remarkable that foam stays in the air that long. That is awesome. So this is exactly the kind of thread I'm hunting for. Now with that, let me try something. Little Pete, RCG videos. So you might wonder, why is the name of our YouTube channel RCG videos? It's something that Jim Burke picked a long time ago. I remember saying, Jim, why isn't our name RC Groups? And anyway, here we are. So I hate to do a search. I'm going to do this. I'm going to click back on my face, and then we're going to hit the return button and see what pops up here. Little Pete. No, I'm not finding it. Lil Pete, RCG videos. Let's put in the word Horizon. Lil Pete. Oh, this isn't the way I want to go. Let's go. We're going to go RCG videos. If you haven't seen the Lil Pete video, it's one of my favorites. It was completely on the fly, and it just went in all the right directions. Pete Goldsmith, I don't think, was that happy with the Lil Pete video, but Lil Pete. Let's see if I can search it. There we go. Okay, we're going to jump back. Here we go. Hey, don't leave. I think this is hilarious. All right, so here we are on RCG videos, Lil Pete, and we're simply going to watch it.
Hey everyone,
This is
we're in the Horizon booth, and we've got a new product. They
This
just
is
brought it
Toledo.
out called Lil Pete. That's Lil Pete. And Lil Pete can fit in most airplanes. What size airplane will it fit the best in? Like 15cc?
15cc, maybe Carbon Cup.
Now, Lil Pete will make you fly better, and you'll develop an accent. So he's only $29.99, and Lil Pete is modeled directly off Pete Goldsmith, a world famous RC pilot.
Used to be turning around like.
Lil Pete says things like, "Don't make people do what you don't want them to do, Jim." And he says, "Bring on the bass, JD."
So Little Pete
Wait,
is
no, he's the
Pete
bass
Goldsmith's a real person. Now,
Anyway,
you're-
Lil Pete from Horizon Hobby.
You're going to see why this
He
is
also
funny in
says-
just 1 minute.
You're a strange girl, Ashley, but I like you. All right.
Hello to Ashley.
What else does he say, Dave?
David Payne.
Normally he comes with legs.
Yeah, the tragic accident with this Little Pete.
Groovy cats. Groovy cats.
Groovy cat.
So now
Lil
we're
Pete.
doing
I don't have a
Little
Little Pete
Pete
story.
Goldsmith
Little Pete is-
I don't have a Pete story.
Matt, I know you have a little Peteism.
What's a little Pete?
Peteism. Love it.
Here.
There's the real Pete.
Oh, let's go get him.
Oh, now's the
real
payoff
Pete
of the
is
whole
there.
thing.
Oh,
Hey
Look,
everyone,
tell
so
me
we're doing
that's
this
not
video
him.
about the new product from Horizon.
Hey.
Little Pete. Little Pete will fit in most size airplanes and increase your piloting skills. And here is the actual Big Pete.
Did you put him up to this?
Could you do the
I can
voice
do the
for Little Pete?
compliment
Can you give us a Little Pete voice?
Hey, buddy, how's it going?
Little Pete also says to give you inspiration when you're flying, he'll say,
Jimmy, you're a knucklehead.
"You can do it. You can do it. What's the worst that could happen, mate? Maybe you crash. You buy a new airplane."
Well, I feel pretty honored to have a Pete doll. Must be somebody special.
Little Pete has Velcro on his butt, so you can wear him on your shoulder. Take him around to events. Little Pete from Horizon Hobby,
Now
watch.
$29.99.
Here's where he starts to not get happy with me.
All right, thank you all for coming.
Okay,
Back to the
wants
show now.
me to leave.
Hey.
But wait, Little Pete's back. No. Little Pete,
I think he's just having fun making him.
Allie,
walk.
tell him about the next action figure you're bringing out.
The little one.
Little Juan.
Yeah. He's had the arms crossed. Look.
Look. So now we're really impersonating him, and he really doesn't like it.
It's Yoda.
Little Pete.
Oh my gosh. I love that. It makes me want to, what are we at here? 24 minutes. How the heck did that happen? I will go back to RCG videos, and I want to find what would be another good video to watch. We could just do this, although this is somewhat dangerous. We could go RC videos and just see what pops up. Let's see how this works. Okay, let's try this. Holy cow, it's all experimental. All right. RC videos. We're going to pick one, and then we're going to be out of here. And this will be Cruising RC with Jim T. $40,000 jet. from Kevin Talbot. I wish I had a live audience. We could pick the one that we wanted to see. I literally had, well, you know how I had this idea. 15 most unusual RC models in the world. 4.1 million views. What some people find crazy, we don't. So let's go to this Jets. Okay, it's big. Let's go check it out.
Well, the most
And
important thing
we're
is downtime.
Get this.
We can't afford to have flat tires.
Although I love those
downtime.
wheels. I want them
That's
on
been our
my
biggest-
Forerunner.
In this video, we have a look at my friend Steve's giant
We won't watch the whole thing.
$40,000 radio-controlled jet with
Radio
two real
controlled
jet
jet.
engines. My aeroplane gets game over stickers and does an air show.
Oh, it's a TV show.
And we have a look at
Or
this
RC
contraption.
on YouTube.
By the way, want to win one of my RC cars? See the link in the description. So here's Mark's aeroplane, which is almost the same as my one, but it's a single-seater.
Like, these are full scale. Yeah. How are we looking at full scale birds?
There we are on location. We got Lee the sticker man back in the house. So, we got Rochester RC over there. Let's see if we can find the Rochester boss.
Is he hold that one? Essentially, yeah. Try.
I'm bored.
I've got a challenge for you. You see the hoop over there?
Yeah.
Do you reckon you can fly
I'm
through
bored. We're going to stop this. We're going to jump back into RC groups. We're going to look for one more thing. Please tell me in the comments below. Never do this again. You might say, I dig this. Keep going. Who knows what we'll find next week? You never know. It's all going to change. We know that's for sure. All right, let's jump back in here. I'm going to go to more. Then I'm going to go to videos. This is a better idea. Did I have this idea for videos? This was probably hatched around a table in Oregon at some point in the past, where we decided we would take all the videos ever uploaded to RC groups or posted on RC groups and put them in one place. This is an even better place to find videos. So we're going to find one video and then we're going to jump right out of here. You can also say, this is too long. This is too short. Keep going. I need to drink coffee and it takes me 28 minutes to drink one cup of coffee. So these should be that long. There's a flying bird. We'll just look at what we've got here. Fun with the Breezy Hill Flyers. I actually watched this morning. I almost did a feature article on it. And for that reason, I'm going to click on it. So this was posted by, it should tell me. I'm not seeing it. We'll go look at the post when we're done. The Breezy Hill Flyers Frozen Fingers Fun Fly, January 4th, 2025. The Flyers wrapped their shelters in tarps. Early in the day, the north end of the pavilion is closed off and the heaters are lit. Bye. You know, I've owned so many FPV quads and I don't think I own one right now. I'm kind of waiting. I don't know what I'm waiting for. I want one that'll go very far away. Okay, here's an overview. We're going to skip past that. There we go. Okay, so we have a runway that has AstroTurfy stuff on it. It's cold. It looks a little rainy-ish, wettish, moistury. This is some old school RC flying. What year is it? This is like when I started flying RC. Little popping it up in a hover. Gets a little turned around, just gets out of there. This really does feel like, what year would that be? 2000? Feels like the year 2000. Which sounds so futuristic, but actually is not. The year 2000 is not in the future. Little knife edge. Very nice. He's just taking advantage of that airframe. I could sit on the bench and watch this guy fly. And if I still drink soda pop, I'd have myself a nice cold Dr. Pepper. It may be a bag of peanuts. And I need a nice chair. And I want my friend Jerry L. Smith sitting right next to me. I'm going to look something up real quick, and then I promise we'll stop. Billy's Frozen Finger Fun Fly Miracle. Hey. Yikes. Not me, baby. Oh my God, yeah.
Between.
Fly as far away as possible.
Oh no! Are you kidding? Come back! Are you kidding? Come back, baby! Come on! You're
Okay. Well, I cannot find the picture of me and Jerry L. Smith sitting in lawn chairs drinking Dr. Peppers watching RC, but I will for the next one. I'll have it pulled up. Okay, this is Jim T, Cruising RC. I literally had no idea what I was going to find or how it was going to go. We were straight in at 31 minutes. I guess, you know what I might do? I might put an intro video on this. I might start putting intro videos on. I always had intro videos, but then I was like, who's got time to watch an intro to a video? I'm here for the video. Put it in the comments. I'm just going to upload this to YouTube channel. I'll put it in the sidebar of the site just so people can see it. And then you tell me if you like it or not. And I'm just going to keep doing stuff. The other thing I want to do is talk to users on the site when they post something really cool, like a really cool build thread or something like that, a cool plane, a cool anything. And then we talk about how the heck they put that together. I think that would be awesome. This is all 2025 concepts. I want to engage YouTube a little harder. And that's it. I'm Jim T with rcgroups.com. I say it every time, but I mean it. I almost cussed. I want to thank everyone who goes to the site, who talks to people, who helps people, staying positive in the hobby, shining a light, and then making the hobby something that future generations can be a part of. So we continue to grow as you and I all get older and start to fade away. We need always to have the youth in there loving the hobby and wanting to be a part of it. And so thanks to all of y'all. Thanks to all the folks who support the site, the advertisers and the companies who create the products we fly every day. I probably won't give this long speech at the end of these in the future, but it's important to say, especially at the beginning of the year, I appreciate all of that. Don't think I don't. I try to be very aware of the amount of time people are putting in. Now, I'll tell you a story, which is kind of what I'm known for. I worked at a company. It wasn't a company. It was a production company here in town. And we did biographies on country music stars. And I'm talking from Merle Haggard to you name it. Old stars and new stars is my point. And so it was a great job. I got to meet all my all my country music heroes doing that job. But one day I got pulled in the office, and this is the end of the show, but this is a good story. I got pulled into the office of the CEO of this company, and we work for Country Music Television, CMT. And he said, Jim, we have to have a talk. He said, I don't know if you know this. I didn't, by the way. He said, I monitor what everyone does on their office computers. And you're spending an excessive amount of time on some sites. And he said, this isn't usually how this conversation goes at this point. He said, you're spending an unusually large amount of time on RC web forums. And it's got to stop. And he laughed because, as I think we all know here, that's not usually the conversation that he would end up having. But it was at that point in the game that I realized maybe I should look at RC. If I want to spend my whole day cruising RC, I should put this at the beginning of the show. If I spent my whole day cruising RC, maybe I could do that for a living. And I'll knock on wood here. But I jumped out of that job and started working for Hobby Lobby, the RC store here in Nashville, very soon after as the marketing guy. And then I started working with RC Groups because we bought ads on RC Groups. And a lot of the ads that are on RC Groups I created while I was at Hobby Lobby. And all that's to say, I understand people that are on the site, the drive to be on the site, to talk, to figure out what's going on, to share information, and just enjoy the hobby. And so I get it. I know why you're here. And at the end of the story is I appreciate you. And I appreciate people who then take it farther and build things for the hobby to sell, because that's so much harder. I'm always blown away by a company like Legend Hobby or any of the companies that create, because it's so much work and everything must be good. Because if it's not, we will pick it to pieces and only buy the best. So you must be the best to sell anything in this hobby, I think. So kudos to everyone who goes out and does that. All right. Once again, this is not the RC News. This is Cruising RC with Jim T. RC News will probably come out on Friday, and look forward to that. So hit subscribe and all that so you can be aware of it. We've hit 35. This is a very long video. I thought this would be like an 8-minute video. It is not. All right. Bye, everybody. Thank you so much.